Welcome to It's Not That Serious podcast.
I'm Elodie.
And I'm Malaya. Welcome to episode 17. We have a lot of exciting news. Today we have two special guests, Kasandra and Nallely. Sorry, Nallely. And we have other exciting news. We're hosting an event June 8th.
Yes, ma'am.
What we doing, sis?
We are doing a blueprint brunch.
Yes.
And you guys have been asking for this to me and Malaya individually, and we really just wanted to take the time to do something more intimate with you guys in person and teach you the ropes of entrepreneurship, whether it's real estate or makeup.
Literally turning your passion into profit, and we can't wait because we're putting so much into this. It's like, it's going to be so creative. It's actually going to be so cute. We had a meeting today, and I'm super excited, but tomorrow is going to be the day we post, but you'll probably see this. It would already be out.
Yep.
So buy your tickets because limited seats only. We're going to have a deadline.
Yes.
For sure. I really hope everybody comes because it's going to be so dope. So I'm so excited to meet you guys. And welcome the two girls we're bringing.
Okay. Alrighty, guys. Well, we brought your influencers, the Chicago It Girls, Kasandra and Nallely.
Hi. Nice to be here.
You guys do too.
Thank you.
I'm nervous, but I'm also excited.
Have you been on a podcast?
This is the
This is your
very
first one?
time.
We pop your cherry?
Yes.
I love that, girl. Have you been on a podcast?
I've been on, the last one that I've been on was with Paulina Rowe, but that was virtual. So it was just the voices. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so it was just our voices. I didn't have to go to a studio or anything. So
Anna, you were on the news.
I did see that.
yes. Oh my God, I was. Oh my God. So you're talking about the Telemundo one, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Let me tell you that it was that morning that they reached out to me. They're looking for somebody to interview.
Wow, that fast?
I was in Chicago Ridge. I contacted the news reporter and I was like, hey, I'm available to do it. When are you looking to shoot this? And she's like, today by 1 p.m. I'm like,
oh my God.
I didn't have my makeup done. It was the simple stuff. And I rushed home and she was like, okay, my camera person's coming, whatever. I was just like, I'm ready. I was nervous.
So what did they want you guys to talk about? Just influencing?
Well, when the TikTok thing that was happening, she just wanted some insight of someone who did it full time and kind of how I would struggle with that. And I was like, oh, absolutely. I got this because, it is happening. Yeah. So I thought it'd be easy. It was okay, but in Spanish too, I was stuttering here and there and I was like, okay.
But that's the true definition of entrepreneur. Yeah. You did it. It was a challenge. You could have been like, no, I'm not ready. You got ready. That's
I think
a big deal.
I think I was more concerned about my makeup. I was like, I have no lash extensions. My simple makeup and a ponytail. But
you looked good.
Yeah,
No,
thank you.
yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Well, this is a gift from me.
Yeah, open it.
Let me see. I'm excited.
I'm so happy you guys really came here. We're very thankful. You guys did
Super.
This is so cute.
No, thank you for inviting us.
I made that today. 1 p.m. by the way.
This is so
Thank
cute.
you.
I'm obsessed with your packaging.
Are you?
Isn't it?
I was about to say I love
Oh my
cheetah.
God, thank you so much.
This is so cute.
I don't even want to open it. I want to.
So
So
good.
I gave you guys both the lip oil. I kind of felt like your guys' sense
Yes.
out. You're more dramatic with the lashes.
Yes.
And you're more
A little-
cat eye, soft.
Yeah.
I could already tell.
Oh my God, you pay attention. Oh, thank
Yeah.
you.
They know.
Oh, I love the packaging
is
is,
so cute.
amazing.
Thank you.
I'm gonna
That's
put
what
it
I
on
want to work on,
display.
just cute little PR. That was just
Yeah.
something I was like, I have to give them a gift. Like,
Yeah.
Oh my
you
God,
guys are so
you
Yeah.
didn't have
sweet.
to. You didn't have to.
Well,
but thank you.
How are you guys? What's new?
Good.
Let us know. We want to get to know you guys.
Yeah, on a
more.
personal level, I feel
On
like
social media.
Yes.
exactly, and you both have such a good following that but not even because numbers don't mean shit. It's really your engagement.
Yes.
Both of you have loyal ass followers, and I've peeped that, and I've told you that because I always refer you to people with Dr. Rojas and stuff. So Nallely, you are so eloquent when you speak. It's you're meant to be in front of the camera.
Oh,
I
thank
agree.
you.
Yeah, I had to give you guys your flowers because I'm
Oh,
Yeah,
I love it.
Nallely was born for this.
oh
Yeah.
my God.
She's like, oh no, I want to be the furthest away from the camera. I'm like,
Oh,
girl,
come
you're
on.
so good in front of the camera.
I literally told her walking in, I'm like, I'm gonna call dibs on the chair. I want to be the one closest to the wall. She's like, what?
What?
Oh my God! I went to college and I was studying to be a news reporter. That was my dream.
girl,
that
okay,
was
that
my
makes
dream.
sense.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I took journalism, communication, speech,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I guess it helped. A little
bit about you. Yeah.
So how did you guys meet?
We met a couple years ago. We started modeling for the same store, for the same boutique.
So you
for
guys
a friend.
met from a boutique?
Yes.
Fearless Couture back. Shout out to Jenny.
I know who that is.
Yeah, Fearless Couture.
Fearless Couture. She was actually she ended up opening a front store, and it was in the north side, like right by
on Irving.
Yes.
I saw it before.
Yes. So that's how we first got introduced to each other. But we wouldn't model on the same days. So we had already met, and we would like follow each other and keep up with each other online. But it was nothing like to the level where we are now.
Yeah. Really? So I was modeling at the time. I think I was making like more TikToks and like modeling her heels. Yeah. But she was doing it like way more with her. So our days were not like aligned. Yeah, they were not the same. So I think it wasn't until a couple years later.
After COVID.
Yes.
Way after COVID.
Yes,
actually.
yes. We were talking about this. I think it was like 2022.
I think it was summer of 2022. Yes.
Yes. Is that when you guys took it seriously, like social media?
No, so that's how we officially like began our friendship. I got invited to Tao for a collaboration, and they were like, bring 2 of your friends. Yeah. You know, so 3, and I'm like, who am I gonna take? Because you know, sometimes when you get invited to these dinners, you also want somebody that's going to align with it. Like you need to understand that we're there to like take pictures, take videos, you know.
Right.
Yes. So I'm like, what other 2 creators can I invite? So right away I was like, hey, let me invite Kasandra and Gabby. So that was the first dinner ever where we sat down and we're nervous. We're like, how is this going to go?
So
like I
never spoke prior to that?
We did, but it was kind of like
brief. Briefly.
I like that because you don't hear about that a lot. You meet people because I mean we've been friends, we've known each other, so you don't meet people who are like just social media. Hey, come with me to a random event. You know what I mean? Like, people don't really do that. So I like that.
I know. So it was, you know, it was risky. So we went to dinner and we had an amazing time. We got to know each other on a personal level. We were taking content, and we, you know, it just like
flow.
Yeah, like a puzzle piece, you know? Yes. After that, we said, oh, this was fun. We should do this every month. What happened?
We ended
every week.
Yeah, we ended up making plans every week. We would always get invited to collabs. And since everything worked out perfectly, I feel like that dinner was like already over 2 hours long.
Yes.
That's the funniest part about our collabs, that our collabs are always so long. Like go to dinner and we're there for hours. Like it's embarrassing.
Like 3 hours.
So you guys
4
don't
hours.
get to like pick when you want to go. It's just pretty much like they give you a time limit, you go.
No. So like we get to pick when we go, but it's embarrassing because we're there for so long.
Time goes on.
We're catching up. We're doing content. So this involves, you know, we each have to do like a recap. We need our photos. And then there's a trending audio on TikTok where like we have to create
So it's a real
it's an itinerary.
Oh, yes.
At that point.
Yes.
So I think since that day we were like, oh my God, it just makes sense that we go to dinners together because this is what we all do. So we know how to take pictures of each other. We know how to do videos because you can invite anybody else. Like I've taken my mom's to dinners and stuff like that. And she's like, girl, I don't know how to take your videos. I don't know how to take your pictures. I'm going to try my best. She's like, I know you're not going to like it. So after that dinner, we're like, oh my God, this makes sense. So after that, we started texting each other like, I have a collab. They invited me here. What's your availability? So then we would
that's
all
so
respond.
cute. I love that.
So we're in a chat.
Happening once a week to the point last year was actually very, very busy for us.
Yeah.
We would do that 2 to 3 times a week.
Damn.
Yes.
I do remember like always seeing that on my timeline. Like, damn. Next restaurant.
Yes.
That's dope.
Yes.
TikTok videos to like my family when they go
oh my God.
Yes.
We genuinely love the places that we go to.
I
and
agree.
that's like something about our friendship that we are in that chat. So it's like if I get invited, I automatically invite them. If she gets invited, so there's like no competition. Like
which is hard to find with girls.
Yes,
it is. Especially in this field.
Yes. And I feel like everything felt so genuine since the beginning. Like no one was bringing more to the table than others. It was very even.
Partnership.
Yeah, it was amazing. So that's why I feel like it's been such a nice friendship because we're not competing against each other. We bring the same things to the table. Like it's amazing.
Yeah, it's genuine. It's
Yeah.
And then it's been this year where now we get emails where all 3 of us are included. Like
that's
one
so
cute.
Most of them are like that now.
I love that.
So I was like, what do we just start? Are we the trio? Because now it's like the emails, it's like, oh wow, it's like it feels a little bit more legit.
That's how you're a package.
Yeah.
Essentially.
And honestly, we are.
So now I have a question, because how long ago did you guys start content creation?
I started taking it serious, I would say maybe in 2021. I started content creation maybe in 2018, right after high school. I feel like in high school, I always wanted to do it.
Yeah.
But I was so embarrassed. It was like something new.
Yeah.
And I was always obsessed with the makeup gurus from 2016.
Me too. Oh my God.
I've always done like beauty, makeup. That's always been my favorite thing to do. But I started blowing up because of fashion, because of Jenny.
Yeah.
In 2018, I met her and she's like, do you want to be my model? And I'm like, girl, I don't know anything about modeling. Like, I don't know about that. She's like, you dress so cute. Like, she had a pop-up. I had never been to a pop-up because back in the day, that wasn't usual here in Chicago. And I saw that she had one in LA, and I was like, oh my God, it looked amazing. It was at a rooftop.
Wow.
I showed up to her pop-up in heels, like a whole outfit with my friend, and everyone else was dressed so casual. I felt so out of place. But then she's like, girl, no, like, you stood out so much that I wanted to work with you. She reached out to me. I had no experience. She's the one that literally got me comfortable in front of cameras. So then I started noticing that my content with outfits would do way better than makeup. Because that's when makeup started dying down. Like, if I would have done that in 2016, it would have blew up. But since it was already later, like 2018, 2019, fashion was the thing. It still is. I feel like now it's more about outfits. So that's when I started taking it more serious. That's when I started getting a little bit of PR. So I would say seriously, when I started seeing it like as a job, would be like 2021.
Do you currently have another job outside of content?
I do. I have my 9 to 5.
Okay.
Yeah, but I do I treat social media as a job.
You do it so well.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to have a 9 to 5 and focus on like the internet and social media.
And posting.
It is.
Sometimes I go through my phases where I'm like, I get home from work and I want to go on my phone, but I don't want to go on my phone and edit and respond to it.
Right.
I want to go on my phone and
to just learn
for like 10 hours.
Girl, I felt that. Yes. Oh my God.
So me, I think I've always been on Instagram. I loved it. However, it wasn't until 2019 when COVID was happening. Before this, I was a bartender, server. In LaGrange. I don't know if you're familiar with like the LaGrange Strip, the Elm, Palmer Place.
Is that here in Chicago?
No, LaGrange suburbs.
No?
By
Berwyn.
So I was doing that, but COVID happened. I got furloughed. So I was like, okay, what am I going to do? Like, I have no job, whatever. So what was I doing? I was like, I'm going to start working out in my backyard. I remember my daughter was like, Mom, TikTok. And I was like, I do not know how to like edit anything. I'm like, I'm not getting on that app. But I started posting my silly little workout videos and I started blowing up and then just doing like little skits, like COVID skits that were happening. After that I blew up and I was like, okay, like this is kind of fun. Once 2020 was still the pandemic, I think 2021 when everything was lifting up, all of a sudden it's like my first big collaboration was with Adidas and it was a staycation at the Hoxton.
Oh my God.
And they were like, oh, like influencers, whatever, like offering me this thing and I was like, wait, like is this real life right now? I was like, I got invited. I was there with much bigger creators. And after that, I feel like it kicked off. Wow. But mind you, I do have a little bit of like a background because like I said, I went to college, my degree's in communication. Right after that, I got an internship being a social media manager.
Nice.
I was in Enamorándonos on Univision.
What's that?
The dating show.
Were you?
Enamorándonos.
So cool.
We have to see a film right now.
Oh my God, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it. I would have to scroll.
Wait, what year was that?
I would have to scroll. I think it was 2019.
That is
like
so cool.
August, September.
I've always wanted to be on a show.
So I went to Enamorándonos and they flew me out to Miami. I was there for 2 weeks. They wanted me there for at least 2 months. I was like, I have a daughter. I can't. They're like, it's okay. We still need you. So I went and right there is where I was kind of like exposed to like the influencer lifestyle because I was like, how are you guys like paying your stuff and you're not working? Mind you, I was serving at the time and they were like, oh, like, don't you do sponsors? Like, don't you collab? Don't you? I was like, wait, what's all this? And they told me, they're like, Nallely, you have to start getting sponsors and collabing with boutiques. Like, they'll send you clothes. I was like, wow. And actually, that's how I ended up with Fearless Couture because when I got back, I messaged, on Instagram, like Chicago boutiques.
Yeah.
Fearless popped up. I messaged Jenny. I was like, I would love to go ahead and like collab. You know, I was on the show Univision. Oh my God, I'm cool. Part of this other little show called Movimiento TV. I was like, where I actually have to like dress up nice and whatever. And Jenny gave me the opportunity. She's like, okay, sure. So that's how I ended that. So it kind of like just domino effect from there, kind of just opened up so many other opportunities. Wow. Yeah.
It's like you guys were meant to meet though. It sounds so aligned. Yes, it's kind of crazy.
Yes. I pivoted from being the server bartending to then after that doing like my silly videos, but then I went into social media marketing for a dental office and then social media for a school. And up until last year in August, I became full-time content creation. Yeah.
Power to you, because pivoting from that lifestyle to bartender to like, you know, that's fast income. Yeah. To like kind of wondering, are you going to get a sponsorship? Like, where's your next check coming from? And now you're full time. That's amazing.
I know.
And I'm glad you guys. Did you want to say something?
No, go ahead, sis.
I just want to ask, because I know a lot of people wonder, like, when did you guys started seeing money off of this? Like, pay? Or is it, how is it for you guys? Because people are actually curious. I'm curious. How do people do it?
I feel like I didn't see any money coming in. Like, I knew this was like a job and people were making so much money off of it, but I didn't understand it either. And I feel like I didn't have anyone to guide me, and I feel like at the time there wasn't a lot of content creators here in Chicago to kind of like do classes or inform.
No
one would talk about it. Even now I feel like it's like a touchy subject when you start talking about money and stuff like that. But I think I started seeing my first paid collab in 2022.
Okay.
Yeah. But for a very long time, I would be embarrassed to charge people. Like, businesses would ask me, and I'll be like, oh, yeah, like, no, it's fine. Like, I would think, at the time, I would think, oh, my God, they're offering so much. Like, I don't need to get paid. But then this girl told me, she was like, girl, like, I'm paying you because you're making a video. Like, you're taking time out of your day to do all this. Like, tell me how much. And when she told me that, I was like, you're right. I was like, this is a whole job. Like, I work my 9 to 5. But if I do want this to become my full-time job, I do need to treat it as a job. And it's a risk that businesses take with us because it's marketing. Like, you don't know if how it's going to perform when you post it. So I feel like that's why I would feel a little bit iffy about charging, because engagement is never the same. No matter how big of a following you have or how small.
Like highs and lows with it.
Yes. And the algorithm is crazy on all apps, so you never know how it's going to be. But if a business is reaching out to you, they know they like your content. They know the risk that they're taking. And they're business owners. They wouldn't be business owners if they didn't like taking risk. So I feel like when I started to understand that, I was like, okay, no, I need to charge. I started looking up numbers, comparing engagement, comparing followers to a lot of people with things I would find on social media. And then I started making up my prices and my packages. So I would say in 2022. But not all of them started being paid collabs. There's businesses that kind of try to work with you. You work with them. Like, it's a little different every time.
What do you think would be like the best advice for like people who do want to, like, who are watching, who do want to become like full-time content creators? Because I feel like it's a lot. Like, even me at times, I'm like, hell no, I'm not fucking making a TikTok. Like, it's just it's too much. So what do you think it
I
is?
would
like, you
say,
have to stay consistent, or you have to stick to something?
So I would say you have to stay consistent, because people engage with your content when you become very familiar to them and when you grow a relationship with them. Like, me personally, I love going live.
You do.
I know I struggle a little bit with
Instagram?
posting on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
With posting on TikTok daily. Like, I don't have that many videos. On Instagram, it's easier because I have so many pictures that I can post pictures all day, every day. But with videos, it's a little different. Like, you have to edit, you have to learn an audio, you have to dance, you have to do so many things. So the way that I kind of, like, get away with not posting every single day is by going live. So then I
heard that you have to go live a lot.
Yes, and you grow a personal relationship with people. I feel like it's so important for content creators to go live, because they actually get to know you. Like,
in real time. Not through an edit.
Yes, and they get to ask you questions. Like, I think it's such a good platform to go live, because you get introduced to so many other people that don't even follow you. Like, they push your video. So I like doing that. I would say stay consistent. don't be shy. A lot of people, it's hard. When I first started going live, I had been wanting to go live for so long, but I wouldn't do it because I'm like, oh my God, what if no one joins? What if this? What if that?
I think that's my number one fear. I don't go live as often because I'm just like, I'm going to go live and there's going to be like one person.
Girl, I get scared to go live because let them say something. I'm going to be arguing with everybody.
Oh my God.
Like,
it's hard. You have to, I will say this, if you want to be on social media, like you have to have tough skin.
Yeah, for sure.
You do.
Yeah.
Not every day's tough skin, though. I have time.
I know sometimes it gets to the point where it's like if you hear the same little comment multiple times, it's like, okay, come on, like I have to respond.
Let me outside.
Yeah.
There's a time where, like Cass said, where you build the relationship with your followers, you
They
don't even have
defend
to say
you.
nothing.
Yep.
They will defend you. And I'm like, okay,
I agree. Yes, there's so many like little pranks that they do on TikTok, which I'm always on TikTok, so I know the little pranks.
Yeah.
And when people comment them, like I just laugh it off because I know they're joking.
Yeah.
But some people don't know that it's a prank, so they'll reply and they'll argue, and I don't even have to say anything. Like my girls got my back, so it's really fun. Yeah. But if you want to do social media, especially if you want to do it full time, you can't be shy.
Yeah.
You have to stay consistent. You have to grow a relationship with your followers and be 100% yourself and honest. Like you can't just go on social media and lie about who you are as a person, because once they meet you in person, they're gonna know you're lying.
So add on to that is just be personable. You know, they want to relate to you. Another thing I will add is treat it like a job. I have one of my friends, she wants to do it full time and she's getting more partnerships now. And the thing that I told her was treat it like a job. Every day you have to show up for it, you know, like you need a post. And if you don't want to create a video every day because you don't have the energy, pick a day out of the week and create 3-4 videos.
Oh, yep.
And that batch content, you'll have it for the rest of the week, but you have to show up.
I love that. You know, we always say that you have to show up in everything. I love that. I kind of want to get more deeper to like know how you guys are like with family. Like I know you have a daughter.
I do.
How old is your daughter?
She's 10.
Oh.
She is 10. She'll be 11 this year.
You guys are, your content is my favorite with her. Because she's like, she's ready for the camera.
Oh my God, she is. She loves it. A lot of more people tell me, they're like, you need to post her more. And surprisingly enough, she does. She loves it. But you know what? I get into my moments where I'm very overprotective. And I'm just like, I don't know if I want to expose her like that. I did a TikTok with her, very random. It's us dancing. My anxiety. That song, okay. Tell me why it's almost like at 1 million. It's like 800K.
People send me that video like, sis, let's do this.
Oh, really? Like saving it, commenting. And I'm just like, I kind of get iffy, like, why are they saving it? Like, it's just us dancing. Like, or are they looking at me? Are they looking at my dog?
Right.
You know, and I want to protect her at all costs.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like also a little bit iffy because at her school, now her friends, oh my God, your mom is on TikTok. And my daughter's like, yeah, that's her. You know, so I'm like, I don't know how she feels about that truly. But we do enjoy making content. I told her before, I was like, we'll do a little bit more. But thanks for telling me that, because a lot of people do tell me that, like, oh, I love the mommy-daughter content.
Now, are you like an only child? Where are you from?
So I was born in Chicago, but raised in Cicero.
Oh,
yes. I'm the oldest of 3. I have a sister. She's 28, I believe, and then my brother's 21. So I am the oldest.
Yeah. How is it being the oldest sister? Do you feel like you have like a lot of responsibilities?
I do. Growing up, definitely. Sure. Everything, you know, how are you guys?
I feel like the oldest, but I have 3 sisters and 1 brother. So I have 2 older sisters, and I'm the middle child.
Oh,
okay. Sister and then a youngest brother. So I have a big old
tribe. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I feel like being the oldest is just a lot of responsibilities on you, especially when I was living at home. I feel like my parents often have the mentality of like, she's good, she got it.
She got it, she'll figure it out.
Yes. And what comes with that is like, but what if I wasn't? You know? And you know, I have to be that role model for my siblings. I'm the only one that went to college and got like her degree. So I was like, I want to be that role model for my sister and my brother. They had other plans, which is fine, but you know, it was always that pressure. Yeah, but not to say the least, you know, my parents are very happy of what I've become.
Close with your family?
I am. Yes. You know, growing up, me and my mom, we're both Tauruses. because she's in May, right? Her birthday's in May. That's why I needed to get out the house because I was like, yes, I'm so stubborn too, and she is too. We would bump heads all the time. It wasn't until I moved out that I was like, okay, we could get along.
That's what happened with my mom. She's a Gemini and I'm a Capricorn, so I'm an earth sign, and so she's very like, girl, she has her days where it's like, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna get, but now that since I moved to Chicago, I'm like, oh, I love my mom. Like,
yes,
same. I'm so close with her.
Yes. Same with my parents. It kind of gets me sad too, where I'm like, wow, I don't get to see them as often anymore, you know. But
do they still
I value
live
them.
in
They still live in Cicero, yes. But every weekend I try to go and visit them. It
becomes exhausting. The drive. And
it does.
And I think the balance of your own life and then just wanting to still be with your family, because I feel like days I'm sacrificing. I'm like, I used to live in Wisconsin, so I'm like,
okay,
that's a damn drive where I have to go
my
every
God,
weekend.
yes.
So it's a lot.
Yes.
It's a lot.
I know my mom sometimes will make like small comments like, ¿Dónde estás perdida? Like, I haven't seen you. And I'm like, Mommy, like, I'm busy. I'm sorry. And just to drive to the suburbs and then just like come back. Even though sometimes without traffic, it's not that long. But still, I get what you're saying with like, sometimes it could be like, well, I could be doing this. But like, you know, the importance of family as well.
Right.
What about you, Kasandra?
I'm an only child.
Are you?
Yes.
You don't give only
You
child.
don't. You're so
No.
sweet.
Aw, are they only child to me?
No, they're just more about themselves.
Yes,
you know?
I will,
The men they're kind of mean.
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
feel like I always say the men are the only child, and I do not recommend.
They kind of want all the attention and like do all this for me because that's all they're used to.
Yeah.
Thanks, your mama.
Yeah, no, Cass is the sweetest.
She is so sweet. Naturally, too.
Yeah.
It's not a
Oh,
facade.
thank you.
You're welcome.
So yeah, I'm an only child. My parents split up when I was young. My mom remarried, but they didn't have any children, and my dad has had his little love affairs, but he hasn't had any kids. So I'm an only child everywhere, like from my mom's side, stepdad's side.
La consentida.
Literally.
I love that for
So
you.
I am so close to my parents, to my real dad, to my stepdad, with my mom.
Yeah.
Super close to them, so attached to them. I'm trying to, like, I'm in the process of moving out. But though, like, it's been, I would say, maybe like 9 months since I've brought it up, and I had to mentally prepare myself.
It's a lot moving out.
Finally become ready to move out. When
Was from your parents, right?
yeah, from my parents. When I first started talking about it and thinking about it, I started
Getting
feeling so
emotional.
depressed and emotional that night I literally cried myself to sleep. I was like, how am I gonna move out? Like, how am I gonna live without my parents? Like, it was so much going on in my head, and I was like, no, like, I can't do this. Like, I'm not ready. And now it's exciting. But I know
you
I'm
have to
gonna
go
be
through
sad.
that process.
Yeah.
You're gonna grow so much more. Just it's gonna be crazy. Just becoming, not saying you're not independent, but it just makes you more independent.
No, I agree, and that's what my mom tells me. Like, I love that my parents are not like in my business ever. Like, they're very supportive of anything I want to do. They're like, if you want to stay with us, you're more than welcome. If you want to leave, we'll support you. Like, they're very supportive of anything I do. But my mom tells me all the time, she's like, I know you got this. She's like, if you feel like you can't move out because you're not going to be able to do it, she's like, I believe in you. Like, you got this. We're always going to be here. Like, you can come over every single day if you want, or we can go over. Like, she's very like that, but I'm so close to both of them. And I think it wouldn't, well, maybe I would be close to my parents if I had siblings, but not like this level of, you know,
Closeness.
that we have. That we have. Yeah.
Now you are in a relationship, right?
I am.
Yeah. How long has that been,
3
girl?
years.
Oh my God. That's a long, beautiful time.
Yes.
I know.
It is.
I know. I was about to say she's one of the lucky ones. Round of applause.
And he's a good one. I know that you
is.
bring him to like your events or sponsorships or whatever.
Yes, when I first started getting a lot of invites to events and collabs, he would always be my plus one every single time.
So supportive.
So supportive. Like, any ideas that I have, he's like, yes. Or he'll even give me ideas like, babe, I saw this, you should do this. When I started taking him to collabs at restaurants, I would have to take videos of my outfits, right?
Yeah.
And he started taking really nice, cool videos. He would do slow-mo.
You know?
I'm like, babe, who taught you this? He's like, I don't know, I just thought about it. I'm like, I love it. But yeah, we met back in 2021. And we've been together ever since. He's amazing. He's very understanding. And I feel like when I started dating again, I didn't know how I was going to be, because in the past, I've been in relationships where they're not supportive of what I do. They don't understand that I want to take pictures here, that I need
You're a main
content.
character.
Like, this is literally.
You
No, I'm
are.
kidding.
Yeah. You are.
No, like
And you
that,
need to find someone that's okay.
Yes.
with that.
Letting you shine.
Yes, and I feel like I never had to teach my boyfriend to be supportive. Like he was, like he understood. And he used to actually be a host at a podcast. So he used to kind of understand social media. He still does social media, but not, it's like different. It's way different. But I love that because he has his own thing. I have my own thing. It's a balance.
Like you both are, it sounds like you guys are both on your own journey, but you're still so supportive of one another. And I think that's what keeps a really strong, healthy relationship.
I agree. And
it sounds like you're very aware, like, you guys been together for what, 3 years, and you haven't even said you're moving in with him. So it seems like you're like patiently waiting. I mean,
like honestly, I feel like in a lot of relationships, like I don't know, I feel like also because of our age, I don't know, I feel like we're both growing. I met him when he was still in college, like he graduated, so I feel like we're both growing individually. Like obviously we do want to move in together, but it's not about how fast or we've never put pressure on each other about anything like that, and I feel like that's why we are the way we are, and this is how long we've lasted because we understand each other. I don't put pressure on him. He doesn't put pressure on me. He understands that I hang out with my girls 3 to 4 times a week to create content. Like, this is my job. Or even if I just wanted to hang out with them, he's never been the type to be like, oh, well, you're going to go with them, but you're not going to come with me. Like, things that other girls are used to hearing.
Honestly, even me and Gabby are like, wow, like, that's crazy. It is. You know, I've been in relationships too where it's like, they would be upset. Like, how are you going to go hang out with them and not with me? Like, you know? So,
And they've met him before, and they're like, "Oh my God, he's so chill. Like he's just there. He's just like
he lets you be.
Yeah. Oh, like that day that we went to the club, like that I had the.
He was just there.
I was literally. It was the one Centro. Yes. Obviously, I invited him. Like I love to party with him, right? Yeah. And I took all my girls. Literally, he was the only guy, and he was just there, letting me be. I was being a little wild.
He was literally right there, just standing by the wall, like supervising, and I was like, we love that.
Yeah, like
for him.
We do.
The girls tell me all these stories, and I'm like, oh my God, like if me were to break up, I don't know what I would
ugly
do.
out here.
I tell her all the time.
There's a lot of sassy queens.
How's the dating life?
Oh, not good. Not good.
Good. I'm like over it.
Oh, same. I was previously engaged.
No way.
Yeah. Actually, I was engaged twice.
Okay.
One of them doesn't count. It was long time ago. But yeah, previously engaged, you know, things don't work out. So back into like the dating scene, but it is not it.
Yeah.
Not it. I don't know, maybe I might look younger than because I'm older, right? But I've been attracting like 26, 27. I'm like, these kids, they don't want nothing serious.
Yes. Really? I was going to say the opposite. I feel like the youngins will give you the whole world because they're so naive.
Oh,
yes,
no.
I've had little kids. Like, I'll give you this. I'm like, why can't a grown man give me this? Like,
oh my God.
It's so weird.
I've had the opposite experience. They are like, I would say the average is 27. Okay. And no, they're just like, oh, I want to have a good time, but like nothing serious. But then again, think about it. I do have a daughter.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think one of them was just like, oh, like I like you as a person, all this, but you have a daughter. Because I asked, I'm like, what, like, stops you? And he said, you have a daughter. Like, I don't know if you're looking to get married, get engaged, have another kid within another year. And I'm like, wait, hold on. I was like, who said any of that? So that has been my experience. And just dating right now, no, it's not it.
What's type? Like, what do you like? Like, if you were to get your ideal guy, like, what would it be?
Cassie, you know my type?
I do know your type, actually.
Okay, what's my type?
Okay, I feel like...
Listen, guys.
This guy has to be very, very fit, into the gym. That's, like, I feel like the first thing. Fit.
Fit.
Yeah.
But not like... Just that he lives a healthy lifestyle, I would say. Yes, I like Pilates, I go to the gym. I switch it up here and there, so I need my partner to be like that.
Yeah. I see a beard, for sure a beard.
Okay, we like beards.
He has to be tall, but not that tall, because Nallely's pretty tiny. She's a tiny girl.
You are really tiny in person.
Yeah?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, 5'1", 5'2".
I think that's, like, the physical part. I think Nallely's a lover girl. Like, she loves hard. So
I can tell.
Yeah, I like and dislike this about her because I don't like when bad things happen to her because she's such a lover girl. But I feel like she needs a guy that's going to be a provider for her, but also include her daughter.
For sure.
I tell this to her all the time because, I mean, my mom remarried. I think I was like 4 years old when she remarried. And I don't think my stepdad ever brought up the fact that my mom had a child. You know, like my stepdad never made me feel like, oh, like now I have to take care of you.
Right.
Like, no, it was always like, oh, you're my kid too. Like, I'm going to give you the world.
I love that.
I want to see someone give that to Nallely and Ali. I mean, obviously, like.
And you're going to get that. And you're going to get that.
Yes, and
he might not even be in Chicago. I'm going to tell you that, though.
I know, yeah.
Everyone here knows each other.
Everyone small.
Here doesn't know what they want. Well, except my man, right? I always tell him this. I'm like, I love talking shit about men. I'm like, no, when I talk shit about men, I'm not talking about my man. Not my man. No, but I feel like here with everything that the girls tell me, and not only my like them, but like other friends, I'm just like, how can this be happening? Like, they're so beautiful, so independent. Like, they know what they're bringing to the table. Like, it's crazy to me. But sometimes, what I tell them is that sometimes men get a little intimidated when they see that the girl has everything they need. Like,
literally a full package.
Yes,
even my dad said that.
Such a nice lifestyle. She's giving it to herself. She's giving it to her daughter. So I feel like that kind of intimidates men a little bit. And I don't know. I just feel like they need
even
to
my
get
dad
together.
said that comment. He was like, Mija, he's like, look at how the way that you live and you're posting it. It's like, I think a man is going to be like, wow, I'm not going to be able to afford to like take her to all these restaurants where she's already providing for herself. And I'm just like, why though?
But I feel like what, you know, what happened to you when that person called you expensive. I'm like, you're not expensive. You're just high maintenance. You know how to maintain yourself.
Yeah.
So that has nothing, like, I feel like when men get intimidated, like, that's an insecurity on you.
For sure. For sure.
Get your shit together and don't worry about what I'm doing, because I can bring what I can bring. I just need a man to bring me, like, not happiness, but like peace,
support, stability.
I saw this in one of your previous podcasts, and I agreed with it 100%. It's like, I already do all of this for me.
Yes.
I can maintain myself, right? I have my nails, my toes, my hair, everything. Yeah. I just need you to be faithful, be there for me, be there for my daughter. Take like pictures. Yes, let me shine. Take my pictures and my videos. But like other than that, like don't worry if I am expensive, you know, because I got that part.
Yeah. No, I feel like men don't understand that. Like men think, well, I feel like this is how they think. Yeah. I see this girl on social media. She lives in a high rise. She does this, and that. I have to do that for her. But it's like, no, like you should be providing me with experiences, with different things. Like if I already have that, why would I want someone else to give it to me?
Right.
Like, yeah, of course you can take some things off my plate, but not necessarily. And I think a lot of men struggle with that.
Yes. It's masculinity and ego, honestly.
I had one of my friends actually message me, and he was like, how is any guy supposed to wow you if you already go to all these amazing places? And my response was, it's not about like the experience itself, it's who I'm going to share it with. And that's what's going to make it special. Like,
yeah, men are just slow nowadays.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. So hard. But you know, I've came into a conclusion where I'm just like, I'm not going to worry about it anymore. Like, I'm not gonna force. I'm gonna let it flow, and we'll see what happens.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah,
both of you.
I know. Eventually. Thank you. You girls are too, though. Yeah, you guys are amazing.
Since we're talking about men, I have like unhinged questions. Okay.
Okay.
What's the craziest thing you guys done to crash out over a guy? Because we are Latinas, we are a little crazy. That you guys done.
Let me think.
Wait.
You have to think. I'm crazy then.
Oh, I remember, but I don't. Oh, this is kind of, now that I think about it, it's crazy. But I feel like I came into my relationship with a lot of problems from my previous relationship.
Like a lot of baggage?
Yes. So it was all me. Like, I promise you, like, my boyfriend, he's very quiet. Like, if I'm mad or something, he lets me yap, and he's like, okay, yeah, whatever. Like, she's gonna get over it, right? Yeah. I remember one time we were out. I'm not gonna give too many.
No, you're fine.
We were out, and I don't know what triggered me. I was already having a couple drinks, and he was too. He was having a good time, and I don't remember, like, oh yeah, we had some candy, and like he started passing it out, right? Like not inappropriate candy, like actual like just candy. Okay. And he started passing it out, and then I was like, oh my god, there's so many girls here. Like, why is he doing? That was a me problem.
It triggered you.
It triggered me because of other things, but not because of him. Because he hadn't done anything at the time to prove me like I should be insecure.
Right.
It was like a me problem that now I would never feel like that. But there was a bunch of girls, and I was like, oh my God, like, what is he doing? Like, he's doing too much. Like, why are you trying to be funny? Or
Let me ask you, when did you realize that it was a me problem? Because you know when sometimes you're in that moment, it's hard to take that accountability.
Oh, yeah. Like, I think I always knew. But it was like at the moment I was upset, and it took me a while. Like, I think we actually sat down and talked about it, and he was like, I've never gave you any reasons for you to like act this way or be like this. Like, why are you doing this? Like, just because you've experienced some things in the past doesn't mean you're gonna experience that with me. You know, things like that. So I remember, oh my God, this is so bad.
What? Did you go up to him and snatch all the candy?
No, I didn't. I told him first, I'm like, you better stop giving the girls candy, right? And then he was like, what the fuck? Like, we were drinking. And this is like the chamoy candy, like the, you know, the viral candy and stuff like that. So then I was like, what the fuck? Like, he's not listening to me. Like, and I'm the type, like, I mean, I'm an only child. Like, I don't argue with anybody. Whatever I say, that's goes. Yeah. So then when he was like, oh yeah, like, girl, like, chill, you know, I was doing too much. So he was like, oh yeah, whatever. Girl, I grabbed him by his ear.
I knew you were going to say the ear.
You're like, ven para
like a mom? No.
Girl, I had never, yes, girl, in front of everyone too.
It.
And I was like, I don't remember exactly.
You blacked out?
I literally grabbed him.
Oh my God.
Like, I told you this and that.
And he was like, listening to me?
Like, he's never, like, we've never called each other out of our names. We never yell at each other. So to him, he was in shock. I was in shock, but I was mad.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't even care anymore. Like, I already did it. Like, I'm already in trouble.
Yeah.
And he was like, what did you just do? Like, did you just pull my ear? Like, what? Like, he was, like, making me feel so... Well, yeah, as he should, right?
Yeah.
He's like, what did you just do? Like, you're so wrong for that. Like, why would you pull my ear? Like, you're being physical.
Yeah.
And I was just like, dude, what the hell did I just do? Yes. And I, like, that's the...
like, cute, though.
Oh, my
I was
God.
like,
Yeah, that's cute.
hair.
I know.
and it's so embarrassing now because I'm like, oh my God, I don't know if the girls saw, which I hope they didn't, but I'm like, dude, I probably look so insecure, so crazy. Like,
We live and we learn, though, you know?
Yes. And I'm glad I went through that because now I know I'll never do that again.
Yeah.
But I just feel like because of everything I had been through before, that was so normal. That was so normal to me. And it's scary to think that because that's not normal. Like, that's not okay.
Yeah.
And my boyfriend has taught me so much. I've grown so much as a person. Like, now I never feel insecure. I trust him 100%, and it took me so long to finally get to that level and have that mindset.
I feel like I don't hear enough women talk about their healthy relationships.
Yeah.
And I love that, like, how highly you speak of him. It's just always this or that or what he did. It's just like, there's nothing bad. Like,
and I feel like in the very beginning, like, obviously we both learned to be in a relationship. Like, especially me, I came with a lot of trauma, and I'm so happy that he helped me heal because I feel like I should have done that single, but I didn't. I was too focused on other things. Like, I was going through my party phase, and we when we started dating, we were both going through our party phase. And I'm not gonna say we haven't been through things because we obviously have.
Yeah, which is normal.
Like, everyone has ups and downs. I don't want to like glorify my relationship and say we're perfect because we're totally not. We've been through so many things. He's put me through stuff. I put him through stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's just mutual, but it's never been to a disrespectful level where it's like,
I love
okay,
that.
I can no longer be with you.
I think sometimes, like, you have to, like, we always say this too, like, you have to lean on a village, like, especially to heal. It's hard to heal alone. How are you gonna checking yourself? Like, it's waves through it. So when you're going through it with somebody, to me, that's what matters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's
I
what's
agree.
helping you both grow.
Yes.
And I think it's so true when they say, like, a woman's a reflection of her man. Like, girl, because you are glowing and you can just tell you're in a happy relationship. And it's not perfect. And I'm glad you mentioned that because a lot of people probably do think that. And it's not. But that's your business. That's not their business.
And that's another thing that with my previous relationship, it was very, very private. Like, so private. Like, no one even knew I was in a relationship, right? So when I started dating him and everything was so good, and I was like, oh my God, I want to show him off. Because I wanted to, like, I was like, okay, like, he's doing so much for me, I want to show him off. So that it was like a first time thing where it's like I started posting him, and like, we're public and like we post here and there, but it's not also like super
over,
it's like
saturated.
Not at all, because it's not necessary either. Like, I don't want people in my business. Like, that's one thing I always told him since the beginning. I'm like, I'm very, very private about certain things, and I'm not gonna be posting like my problems or even certain milestones that we hit. Not everyone has to know that. Like, we know what we've done. We don't need validation information from social media or anybody, like, you know, anybody else. Yeah.
And that keeps it intimate for you guys because it's just for you too.
Yes.
I love that.
But I hate that we have to like normalize as women that we can't post our man. Like I'm a lover girl though, so I like to post everybody I love. So
Same.
if people like fan over you, I don't want to date you.
I know.
Like,
Yes.
It's annoying that we have to like social media is like you want to hide your boyfriend. Like, why?
I feel like I feel like when you do post, it kind of opens a door to your followers to go ahead and hit the comments and like they want to enter your relationship. Oh, did you know that he did? You know, like, and that's
And they watch you. If you don't post them for a while, they broke up. Like, bro.
Or like, my ick is if I have a friend that's following me and then like I post my man or something and they follow. I'm like,
that's happened to me before.
Wait, yes, it has happened to me, and I'm just like, wait a minute,
That's
you guys
weird.
don't know each other. What's the
super
reason?
weird. Yeah.
You know?
That's weird.
Yeah. So I said to myself, I'm like, next relationship I'm in, like, I'm not posting him until like I'm engaged and married.
Like, I'll post his hand or his leg.
His ears.
Right.
Yes, right. His ear.
Yeah. What's your crash out story? I want to know.
I'm not gonna say, or I'm just going to say that yes, I'm Latina, so when I get mad, I get really mad.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm a Taurus.
Yeah.
And I may be small, but I'm like a chihuahua. Like,
I
will get mad and I'll be like, ah!
Yes.
I will want to fight.
Yeah.
That's me too, girl.
Yes, and I feel like my previous relationship too was really toxic in that sense. So I crashed out so many times. Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, and I finally, like, next week, going to therapy for the first time ever. Yes.
Oh my God, I'm so pro therapy.
My daughter's going to therapy through school because she encountered something with one of her friends, which wasn't that major, I guess. But, therapy's helping my daughter. Yeah. And she comes and talks to me about it. And I'm like, wait, maybe
I need to go.
Maybe mommy needs therapy.
Yes,
I talked to her therapist and she was like, mom needs to be good in order for the daughter to be good. Yep. And she's helping me with the entire process. And I have my first meeting next week. And I'm just like, wow, like it took me this long. But you know what? I want to work on myself because I told the therapist, I'm like, I think like I'm broken. Like relationships don't seem to work for me. And I'm like, and I don't know what it is. And she's like, okay, we're going to figure that out. Like where these beliefs are coming from. So I'm super excited for that.
Yeah. So it's a new journey.
Yes, and see how, I'm going to be like, why am I like a chihuahua? Like, why do I want to fight? Like,
it's going to be a new journey. You're going to love it. I love therapy.
Girl, I already feel like I'm going to cry the first second that I sit there and they're going to be like, tell me about you. I'm going to be like, waterworks.
I feel like it's like overwhelming because like I have so much to say. Where the fuck do I start? Like that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I think I'm a little intimidated by it. Like what do I go and like where do I start? You know?
Yeah.
I think you're just
I know. So do you go to therapy?
Yes. I've been going for a while. Well, on and off, but what I've noticed with it is they navigate you through the whole process. It's like if you don't have girl, because I'm the type. So how are you doing today? Do you have any problems? Like she's like, Elodie. I'm like, okay, fine. Like we'll talk, fine. So then it's like
about you.
Yeah, because I like to like listen to people's problems. So no, like they really navigate you and kind of open you up to,
Yes.
And you start to say shit that's like super emotional that you almost need to like release out of your system.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so good. You're gonna love
with
it.
what I learned with my daughter, like because I talked to her therapist and that's what it is. They don't tell you what's right, what's wrong, anything. They guide you to say, why are you thinking
They're like
this?
unraveling your brain.
Yes. And I feel
phenomenal.
like that's something that I need, and maybe like that I'll be like a better woman for my future husband,
Yep. Be married this year, girl, by the end
Right?
of this year next year.
Girl, oh my God, I literally didn't I tell you? Yes. I told my girls, I was like, this December, I don't know how, I don't know who. I'm like, but I'm gonna get married in December. And even my best friend's like, Nallely, but you are like not even dating. I'm like, I don't know how it's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen.
I feel the same. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Do you have any more questions before we end this? 53.
So I know that we talked about you like kind of monetary wise. I know you're doing this. It's your fucking career. Like it's your whole life. So when did you start seeing it actually be beneficial to you? Because I think you had a 9-to-5 too at one point.
Yes. So I was working at the school as their social media manager and publication specialist. But I didn't start seeing I would say around 2022 too. Like obviously I was in a very small local TV channel that I told you guys, Movimiento TV. So they would pay me for that, right?
Yeah.
But it was nothing major. But because of that, then I also started getting more collaborations and they were offering more. So I'm like, okay. But it's not a lot. And some people, this is the misinterpretation that they have. They're like, oh, but if you like post on TikTok, like they pay you. Like, no, there's
not true all the time.
No, it's not true all the time. I'm like, some people might make money off of that. Some people make money out of going live, but I don't do that. So the way that I make most of my income is through brand deals.
Yeah.
Now I've worked with like Target, Amazon, Primark.
I've seen it.
And you're talking about, hey, Nallely, we need like one reel, a couple of stories, 1,500. Yeah. So it's like, so
they know you're a brand. And I love that because I never used to charge anything, and it was until I started to see other people say what they charge. I'm like, hold on. For free? I'm doing this for it's a lot of fucking work.
It is work. And then sometimes you have to explain that to them because they're like, oh, but in exchange for whatever. But it's like, no, like that. This includes my traveling fee. I do this full time. So my travel fee, I'm going to record. The edits, the voiceover. Do you need me to include anything, any specials, any promotions? Like, and I treat it that way. And it's good that we're talking about this because I have a client that for working out, they have like the infrared treadmills, which I love that spot. Awesome. Yes, I love that spot. And I just went yesterday and she was like, Nallely, like, I love working with you. And I've been working with her since the beginning of the year. Yeah. And she said, I can tell, because she has worked with maybe 3 other creators, but she was like, I can tell when someone comes in and they are doing it as their full-time job. And I can tell when somebody just comes because it's a hobby. Yeah. Wow. And she's like, I love working with you, so we're going to continue this partnership. So I'm like, you have to treat it like your job. Yeah. And then once you do, you're not going to be afraid of saying, okay, yes, I'll do this for your establishment, but this is my fee.
Yep. Yeah. You know your worth.
Yes.
I actually have an interesting question for you guys. Yeah. Because it happened to me recently. Has there ever been a partnership where you're like, you agree to it and then it turns out it wasn't what you thought, so you're like, damn, do I really want to post this? It's happened to me recently and I felt bad telling them, but I had to tell them the truth and I did not post the content.
Oh, I think it has happened to me. I feel like I haven't had that experience. Something similar. Okay. We went to a restaurant. I don't think I didn't like my dish that much. Yeah. But what I did is like, I didn't post my dish, but I asked them like, did you guys enjoy yours? Yeah. They said yes, whatever. So I don't highlight what I ate. I don't recommend it. But
I feel like that's happened before to me, where it's like, I don't like talking bad about business. Right. I don't care if you're a big brand or small business. Right. I do not. That's not the type of content I want to provide to my followers. Right. So when I don't like something for food wise, if the service is bad, I'm obviously going to bring it up to the owner's attention. Yeah. And I remember. Yeah, but I'm not going to like talk bad about it because I'm like, everyone has a bad day. If I go again and I know that the service is bad, I am going to like kind of stop recommend. Well, there has been one place that every time I get the chance, I don't recommend it. And if someone brings it up, I'll be like, oh no, like I had the worst experience there, right? But it's only it's only been one place, right? Yeah. Okay. But when that happens, we don't include the dishes or the drinks that we've got that we didn't like. That way we don't bring that negativity to our videos. Yeah. But I don't think I've had that experience.
I love the
experience. Bad?
It wasn't bad. I just think the service was not done correctly. Okay. And so it was very half-assed in my opinion. Okay. And I told them that. I'm like, look, I really value what I post, especially because I know people do what I recommend sometimes, and they're going to spend their hard-earned money, and it's not fair to post something I don't fully agree with or live by or would do again, because I wouldn't go back. But I'm just curious because I know you talked about transparency and being real, and your followers can know if you're lying or not.
Oh, of course. Like we went to this place. Me and Gabby and Nallely didn't go that day, and the server was so rude and disrespectful.
And she knew you were there, or he knew you were there for content.
Yeah, he did know, and I don't know if it was because of that. I don't know if they were having a bad. I really don't know, right?
Right, and
it was like, okay, if I don't know, I feel like I can't be rude to people unless they've like disrespected me or something like that, right? Right. So we were being so nice to him, and we asked him a couple questions, and he literally looked at us and he like, I don't remember what response he gave us, and he walked off. Oh wow. So usually businesses like follow up with us regarding like the service, food, whatever it was. And I was honest with them, and I was like, hey, like, you know, he made me feel so like weird about being there. Like, I don't know if it was because they think we're not gonna tip.
I was just about to ask.
I don't know what they think, but it's like whenever we have collaborations, we tip the most. Do
you tip at the end of the collab?
Every time.
Okay.
We give a really high tip because it's like we're not paying for this.
Yeah.
And if they're making their money from tips, we're gonna give a really,
I was always so curious about that.
Yes.
So we tip. Yeah.
There's a lot of content creators that don't. And
I didn't know you had to.
And you don't have to.
I was a server before.
Yeah.
I was a server before. So the way that I look at it is like, okay, we're getting the food for free, but what is the server getting?
Yes.
They live off of tips.
Yeah.
I was one, you know, so especially if we love the service, like we're going to tip you.
We tip every single time, but sometimes the business will make it known that they're going to take your tip.
Yes.
So there's been times where it's like, oh, like it's not necessary to leave tip because you're going to give them the tip of like the certain percentage of our tab.
Yeah.
So when we know that's happening, sometimes we do even tip on top of it, but sometimes you don't have to because the business tells you like not to do it. But every single time we do, and there's been events or even collabs where we've gone to where other content creators kind of make us feel uncomfortable because we're like, wait, like let's ask for the tab because we're going to tip, and they're like, what? Like, you're gonna tip, and but like, we just ordered all of this.
Yeah,
like, they're going back and forth. They're making sure we're having a good time, and you're not gonna tip them.
And
like,
they're and like the servers get so appreciative. I remember one time we went out and we were like, "Oh, here's for you," and then he was just like,
so nice.
He was like, "Oh my god, thank you." 5 minutes later, he's like, I got you girls shots. And we're like, oh, like, because, you know, maybe they're not they're not used to that.
I will say that there's some content creators that do go places and don't tip.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we've seen it firsthand. And like she said, the reaction of the waiter, he was so confused and he was so surprised, so thankful for it because he's probably not used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I have one more question too.
Yeah.
Fuck, I just went my mind, but I know people wonder about this. Do you guys still reach out to like brands for collabs, or do they just naturally come to you? How do you get these sponsorships or collabs?
I feel like I've never had to reach out to anybody.
Okay.
Same.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I don't reach out.
Even when you first started, you never like emailed?
Well, in the beginning, like I said, I messaged Fearless. I was like, hey, I would love to work with you. But when it comes to like brands like Amazon and all that, they have like their own marketing firm.
Yeah. Nice.
So I wouldn't even know where to reach out. There are also other brands, for example, like Shoe Dazzle. If you want to partner up with them, you can literally go to their website and fill out a form.
Yeah.
And then they'll choose you.
Them.
So like instances like that, like, okay, like if I see the opportunity, I'll go ahead and like apply or like fill out the form and stuff,
like with PR and
stuff. But like I haven't had the need to be like, hey, I want to visit your establishment, you know. And if there's a restaurant that I genuinely love, I'll go and make a video without getting paid. Like, I don't care. It's because I genuinely love it, you know.
I love that. I used to actually send a lot of emails when I first started, so that's why I'm curious, because
I never even knew that was a thing. I never knew that was a thing until way later. And I was like, no wonder all these girls are landing all these like deals because they're emailing people. But I just feel like it was always uncomfortable to me. I'm like, well, if they're not reaching out, they don't want to work with me, like this and that, right? Yeah. So I've never done it. I'm not saying I never would. Yeah. If there's someone I really want to work with, then I'll probably reach out. But
you should. It doesn't hurt, because the way I see it is you're this little fish in this big ass pond, and you're like, they're gonna probably see you one day, but wouldn't you want it to be that day? Like, just give them a little push, and they stalk you, and they're like, oh yeah, absolutely, we'd love to. It's happened to me. I did it to Skims. I got a collab with them. Like, girl, it happens. So
no, that's good. That's good.
Any other questions?
No, I don't.
Okay, I think I'm good.
I wish. I mean, we're past the hour, and that shit takes.
Oh my god!
To edit, I know. I told you this could be
went
girl
by
talk.
so fast.
It feels so natural.
We were so nervous. I was like, what am I going to talk for an entire hour?
We could talk. Yes.
Did you
Wow.
get your necklace at Alexander Maker?
No, I actually got it at TJ Maxx.
Oh, it's so cute.
It's so.
Well, I don't have it no more, but I used to have one just like that.
I get so many compliments from it. Like, where did you get it? I'm like, TJ Maxx. Like, it's so dainty and
so
cute.
So cute. This is the one that they make those where you make the like friendship ones and it doesn't ever like.
Oh, okay. I want one of
that one,
those.
though. It's
Thank
so
you.
cute.
My sister recently got one also like this, very dainty with like a little cross from TJ Maxx, and I'm like, I need to go back. I need to go back. Yeah.
Well, I just have to say I'm so proud of you guys because I feel like we don't have enough like Latina influencers in Chicago, and you guys are literally killing it.
You are.
Like, seriously,
Thank
I want you guys
you.
to know that. So anytime you guys feel doubt, girl.
Thank you.
Like, your TikToks are taking other people like knowing where to go. Like you guys are really killing it. And keep going and do not give up. And thank you for being on our
Thank
podcast.
you.
Yes,
But we are
thank you girls so much.
We're so honored that you guys chose us, right?
Yeah.
No, for real.
Of course.
Thank you.
I love your
And
guys' content.
yeah,
And
you girls are
just
killing it
purely
too.
So sweet. Like
Yes.
you can just feel your energy.
You
You're just
can.
So sweet,
No.
so genuine, and it's like real life. You know.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Everybody's just so different on social media.
It is.
agree.
It is.
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
It's honestly weird.
Yeah.
Scary.
And I'm glad you
feel-
guys can show a different side of you other than social media.
I
You know what I
know.
mean?
Yeah.
Like on the podcast, because I know a lot of your followers are gonna love this. They're gonna like
I
want to
love it
see who
so
you guys are. I know
Hopefully
it.
they'll learn something that they didn't know about
Exactly.
us.
I
You
was
know?
thinking, I'm like a girl. I'm like raunchy sometimes. So I'm like, I want to ask some raunchy questions, but you guys are so. I'm like, I'm scared away. Let me just,
I know. I was a little nervous. I'm like, what are they gonna ask?
I literally I was getting ready watching the previous podcast because I'm like, let me see
Let
what.
me do my homework.
Yeah, I was like, let me see what am I going to expect.
Oh, I love that. Well, thank you.
But I love it.
Literally, thank you guys, and hopefully we can have you back one day.
Of
Oh, I would love
course.
to.
This is a wrap for episode 17.
Okay.
Bye, guys.